Good morning. I want to welcome you to Parenting 101, featured on Morning Joy. I'm your host, Dr. Mary Felton, and each month I will be bringing you tips, strategies, and information to guide you on how to help your students succeed academically. This morning, I am honored to have my very special guest, my granddaughter, Nishaya, with me, who is a senior at Northeastern High School. Today, she is going to share strategies to help students succeed. Good morning, Nishaya.
Good morning.
It is such a pleasure and an honor to have you this morning to share strategies to help students succeed. So, what is your classification?
I am a senior at Northeastern High School.
Wonderful. Congratulations. We are so excited and proud of you. What is your GPA, if you don't mind sharing?
My current GPA is a 4.37.
Wow. What is your rank?
I am currently number 2 in the class.
Wow. That is wonderful. So, Nishaya, do you have a favorite subject?
I think it's safe to say my favorite subject would be math.
Wow. Math seems to be a subject that is difficult for so many students. Nishaya, would you share just a few strategies that you would suggest for students who may be struggling with math?
Some strategies I would suggest would be to watch some videos and take practice tests just to ensure that you know what you're learning and you understand.
Thank you for that strategy. What about with reading comprehension? We know that so many students read, but they have difficulties remembering what they read. What are some strategies you would suggest for struggling readers?
For the first strategy, I would recommend you to identify unknown words so you can write the definition in the border of just words you don't know. The second strategy would be to identify what the question is asking. That is the most important thing. And then the third, I would be to look for evidence, which is very essential when answering a question.
Thank you so much for sharing those strategies. And we know that, as they say, readers make leaders. And it is so critical for students to read every day, read often, identify those unknown words, define the words, and read. And Nishaya, we are so grateful that you have taken the time to share strategies to help students succeed. At this particular time, what I will do is I will just recap on some of the strategies that I have shared. We do know that we have different learners, and different learners have preferred learning styles. We have those visual learners, we have audio learners, and we have kinesthetic learners. And we know that the visual learners, they should sit in a room to avoid distractions away from doors or windows where action is taking place. Even sit away from wall maps or bulletin board. They should neatly organize their typed material. They could use notepads and post-it notes, to-do lists, and other forms of reminders. Now, for test preparation strategies, we know that visual learners, they need to make sure that they organize their information and they can reconstruct images in a different way. So those visual associations, the visual imagery and writing repetition, and even flashcards. That's correct, flashcards, and cluster the strategies to improve the memory. For the audio learners, they can remind themselves to review the details. They can practice writing their answers using their old exams and speak their answers. They should also sit away from windows and doors where there is noise. We would also say that attend the lectures and tutors regularly. Utilize tutors. Mnemonics is also a great strategy for auditor learners as well as tape recorders if they are allowed. So, those are just a few strategies for the visual learner as well as the auditor learner. Before I take a break, I would like to make a special announcement. It's a great opportunity. There is free landscaping, plumbing, painting, and carpentry training. That's correct. Classes will begin April the 3rd from 5 to 7 p.m. The location is Northeast Trades Training Center, 307 West Aaron House Street in Elizabeth City. And guess what? No high school diploma is required, but you must be at least 18 years old. If you're interested, call 252-330-6820. Again, 252-330-6820 or email nettc@rivercitycdc.org for more information. And we will be right back after a song. Welcome back to Parenting 101. Nishaya, I have one more question for you. What resource would you suggest?
I know I gave some great strategies earlier, but I want to take the time to shout out this great academic resource, the Learning Journal, which is a 3-question journal to help increase academic achievement. The benefits of this journal is to track academic performance, progress, and strategies, focus on personal experiences as well as reactions to challenging tasks, and finally record academic concerns.
And who is the author of that learning journal?
Dr. Mary Felton, and you can order your copy today at Amazon.com.
Thank you, Nishaya. You heard it, Amazon.com. Order your copy today. So at this time, I will continue a few strategies for the kinesthetic learners. Before the break, I did share learners for the visual strategies for the visual learner as well as the auditory learner. For the kinesthetic learner, they should seek out courses that have laboratories, field trips, as well as lectures who give real-life examples. They should write practice answers, paragraphs, and essays. They can also use tape reading materials as well. They should use all of their senses, sight, touch, taste, smell, as well as hearing. And I would highly suggest that they actively participate in discussions. And don't forget, they should also organize information into steps that were used to physically complete the task. All of these strategies help the learners achieve and experience success. And we know that we have too many students suffering in silence in school. Many are afraid to ask for help. But today, I would like to encourage parents to encourage your student to always, always ask for help. And at this time, I would like to turn the attention to emotional intelligence. That's right, emotional intelligence. And some of you may ask, well, what is emotional intelligence? Well, it's the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's own emotions, and to handle those interpersonal relationships. Emotional intelligence is the key to both professional and personal success. I would like to say that again. Emotional intelligence is the key to both personal and professional success. There are 5 components to emotional intelligence. Number 1, social skills, being able to create and maintain healthy relationships. Self-awareness, the knowledge of one's own thoughts, feelings, and motivations. Decision-making, the ability to make responsible choices and accept their outcome. Self-regulation, the ability to regulate emotions and actions in a variety of environments. And empathy, the capacity to empathize and appreciate another perspective. And there you have it. I think it's critical to highlight the importance of emotional intelligence. We know that emotions are real and feelings are real, and there are big feelings. We know that, and there are intensities of these feelings. So sometimes students feel happy, and sometimes they feel sad. They feel angry sometimes, and they feel afraid as well as ashamed. But we need to help them identify those emotions and deal with those emotions appropriately. I would like for you to join me, Dr. Mary Felton, for Parenting 101 every month. And again, my book, The Learning Journal, has information about different kinds of learning styles and so much more. Visit the Amazon.com website to purchase your copy today.